draw me in, and I can't slow down, no. Can you feel it too? There ain't no stopping now. Feet off the ground, head to the sky. Yeah, wind by my side. You in my vision, directly we collide. You pull me in, I don't resist. Time seems to fly, but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix, and I wish that I just keep my eyes shut. Maybe this time it'll be enough. So I need the dark. Without you here, I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for you. Put on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back. I'm here, I'm your statue. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that if I just keep my eyes shut, maybe this time it'll be enough. So I need the dark. Without you here, I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for you. Foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back. You are my star. We are connected, misdirected to the high. You are my star. We are connected, misdirected to the high. Then we collide.
Good evening, everyone on the APAC server. This is what went output, and we are following rounds 10 to 11 tonight in the professionals tournament. This is the tournament format. You should know by now it's a double round robin format with 8 teams in this stage. The top 4 will qualify to the Blitz Summer Cup, where they will fight for the $50,000 prize pool. The tiebreaker rules are as follows. So if there are teams with the same number of round wins, and we will break the tie in this order. So first we'll take a look at the head-to-head round wins between these teams, these tied teams, and if they're the same then we'll take a look at the head-to-head battle wins. If they are still the same, then we will take a look at the total number of battle wins, and of course, if that cannot be decided, then we will have to take a look at the battle duration. And since not all the games are streamed, Tolian will be the only one that could check the battle duration of each match of the tied teams. One thing to note is that the tiebreaker rules can be reset if one team drops out of the rules. And what I mean is that if we are saying, for instance, 3 teams, for instance, we're seeing 3 teams, and then there are these tied teams. Two of the tied teams have like 2 head-to-head round wins. In this case, what will happen? Is that possible? Yeah, that's possible. Yes. No, that's not possible actually. No, not possible. Yeah, no. Okay, so if the top two teams have like 3 head-to-head round wins each, and the last tied team has 0 head-to-head round wins, then what will happen is that that last team is excluded from the tiebreaker rules, and we will take a look once again from the beginning. The 2 remaining tied teams, the head-to-head round wins, and if that cannot be decided, we'll go through the tiebreaker rules. So this is what I mean by the tiebreaker rules can be reset. But otherwise, this is going to be straightforward because currently the top 4 is RN, ICT, RISQ, and ID. ICT won against RISQ in previously, so they are ahead in the tiebreaker rule. ID won against EVG, so yet once again they're tied. Once again, ID are ahead of EVG because ID won against EVG previously. Nomad and GV will occupy the 7th and 6th positions respectively, and these two have yet to pick up a point. However, they are pretty good yesterday, so I think we might see an upset from E2s. Let's hope that they're able to win a round. Let's take a look at the schedule here. So we have the professional tournament still being held, and not long from now we will find out the top 4 teams, and they will qualify to the Blitz Summer Cup, and the prize pool, of course, $50,000 shared between the teams. Let's take a look at the schedule for August. So this week is going to be the end of the professional tournament, and we first have the Blitz Summer Cup on the NA server. For the APAC server, it will be from the 14th to the 15th, and a couple of days later, we will have the EU Blitz Summer Cup. So these are the maps tonight. So we have Middelburg, Blattgoville, Alpenstadt, and Kamstia. Good set of maps. These maps are pretty much favored for mobility-based strategies. So cap-based or brawl-based strategies. I think it could be a mix of both. So I think it's kind of a neutral. It's kind of neutral if you think of this. So yeah, I do think teams who do better with a lot of mobility will benefit from this map pool in round 10. And as for round 11, this is totally different. New Bay and Mayan Ruins are both very armor oriented. We have Rockfield, which is slightly different, a little bit of a mix, but is leaning more towards mobility oriented strats, and it could easily go for a bit more armor oriented strats. But and Molendyke is a little bit different. It's a little bit more open than and the 3 maps. So it's actually a good mixture of strategies in terms of armor oriented or mobility oriented. As for cap based or brawl based, Newbay can be quite brawly, and so is Mine Runes. As for Rockfield, it can get a little bit cap based, and Molen's like definitely quite cap based. So round 11 is a good mixture. So I don't think any team will benefit with a particular playstyle. It's a good mixture, and it's alternating too. So round 11 maps are really well mixed. And let's take a look at Mapbox predictions. Mapbox is predicting ID, ICT, RISQ, and RN to win. We are following RISQ versus EVG. Last time EVG won against RISQ with a 4-3 victory. And this is the chance for EVG to redeem themselves after a lackluster performance against GB, and they really need to perform well in order to stay in the top 4. I'm not going to talk about the power rating. I've talked about that, and you've seen the new rating. I'm just hoping I will be in the room soon. And the room is up. I'm gonna go in now. All right. Okay, I'm in. Let's now take a look. Today we have Nomad versus ID, E2s versus ICT, RISQ versus EVG, and GB versus RN. And the top 4 is still up in the air for a lot of them. All of the current top 7 teams have a good chance at making the top 4. E2s is pretty much, well, they are not mathematically out, but if they lose against ICT, then they are surely out of running for the top 4. The next fixture, the next set of fixtures will be EVG versus ID, ICT versus Nomad, GB versus RISQ, and E2s versus RN. But let's now jump into the room. Let's take a look at the lineups for both teams. RISQ will take quadruple Object 777, and we have Pookie in the 215B and double MLEs by Zonk and Smart Potato. EVG on the other hand, we have, oh my god, I think is previously known as Bonk. Monk in the Strip K, double 777 by Nitroglycerin, and I forgot. Let's do this once again. And type 1078. Pixel Rage, I haven't seen it for a while. In the MLE, Strip K, of course by Monk, and Nicolade. In the T100 LT, My Pain in the 60 TP. Double checking everything is working fine, and then the yes. Well, let's jump into the helicopter, and we will
Time to roll out.
see where both teams are going here. RISQ, red team, looking for say with EVG, looking for a city strat. Nicolade. Let's follow Nicolade. Nicolade, as you all know, very famous on the EU server, leader of Endgame. Of course, Endgame is no more this season. I think he is playing in Rejects here this season, if I remember correctly. And we are seeing Mozzarella capturing C, but EVG will get A more quickly. That means they have the cap lead, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have a cap lead, especially when you're not playing, when you're playing from the hillside. It's not very difficult to get back to either get back the cap lead or make a rush. It's actually a good map for you to train communication with your teammates, to coordinate a good 2-flank push or 2-front push. And the other thing is that B is very hard to defend, because basically you have be very close to the hillside, and it's well shielded, so you don't really have a lot of angles to work with to defend B, basically. So if you send too many tanks to defend B, you are basically leaving A a little bit thin. But let's see how EVG is going to defend both A and B. Oh, Nikolai takes a lot of hits. Down to 961. Oh, already the first tag out. Nikolai. Oh, must be raging. This is not a good start for EVG. RISQ has already taken a tank out of the equation. So 7 versus 6. So far so good for RISQ. They need to keep that up. And EVG could still have the cap point lead, but they will be hugging each other because they don't want to lose another tank like that. They don't want to lose a big gun disadvantage. No, I mean, they don't want to be at a big gun disadvantage. We can take a lot of hits. Hit points are still in favor of RISQ. EVG are keeping up with the hit points, but there are a lot of shots firing. You are seeing RISQ not really doing focus fire, but you can kind of understand because they are not really pushing at the moment. However, EVG might be finding Zonk very low. Zonk could be taken out soon, but RISQ have made a move to take out Nitroglycerin. It's now 7 versus 6. Zonk needs to stay alive, and I think Smurf is trying to shield Zonk, and Sugamugu looking to kill Nitroglycerin, but it's actually Zonk that gets taken out first. Smurf Potato did not kill Nitroglycerin. Oh, the hit points are now in favor of EVG. Pookie out. Nitroglycerin now is now 5 versus 4. Smurf Potato would not last for long. Good shot onto Pexor Rage. Absolute is still really healthy, and the last thing he wants is an ammo rack. RISQ got A back, so if they stay alive for long enough, they will have the cap lead. Lisa trying to link up with the rest of the team. They're looking for My Ping, and Sugu tries to get B and say that, oh, shots onto Bonk or XAFK or oh my god. It's 4 versus 3 now. Looking pretty promising. RISQ will take B as well. The kill onto My Ping. This is classical C rotation from RISQ. Once again, very difficult to defend a cap lead on both A and B. Even if you get 2 caps, as I always say, the 2 front push is all you need to do, and also some communication there. It doesn't help at all when Nikolai gets taken out so early in the game. That really deletes the kind of the information part, the most crucial part of getting information for EVG. And RISQ actually was struggling a little bit, and EVG are trying their best to get back the hit point pool advantage. But what RISQ managed to do is that first they've got A back, the next they cap their numerical advantage, which gives them less pressure. But it was close. It was close. It could have been EVG if EVG were able to extend their hit point pool lead. But RISQ will make sure that won't happen, and they will lead 1-0. Gonna say hello to everyone in the chat so far. Hello to Jinjin, hello to Kaiser, hello to Cringe, hello to the ugly Greek person in the chat, and hello to the Silver. Alright, let's see. We're back on Middlebow. RISQ. They will be taking double crowns, double object 777, double MLUs as Subconk. EVG, let's take a look at the lineup a little bit later. Yes, and oh my god, we'll take 1-1 lead, double MLUs by My Ping and Pixel Rage, Nitroglycerin and Type 1007A in double Object 777, Nicolate and Monk in double Strifkai. Let's see where both teams are going. RISQ this time. We'll set a couple of tanks to Object 777. They are all blind firing. All EVG managed to hit the truck. But the truck is not part of RISQ's team, so they're not going to have a lead with that. However, Mozzarella is unable to put a shot in, but oh my god, might get C unharmed. But getting away from C. Let's see Mozzarella, can he put a shot or two with that? Oh, Mozzarella looking to put a great shot onto Monk, takes one in return. With A looking to be captured by F Silver, that will give them the cap point lead back. But at least we'll put them just one tank away from flipping. So good shot onto My Ping with an HE splash. Phuket. I don't know if he has enough gun depression, so he has to be really careful. It's good turret armor, but if he peeks a little bit too much, then he will show the tracks. And you don't want to get perma-tracked in that position right at the beginning. That's just not fun at all. So Phuket needs to play really carefully. And the East have spotted. A shot's been fired, but it doesn't hit anywhere. And the EVG, Nicolate tries to get B. And RISQ are not looking for a push just yet. It gives them the information that EVG do not have all silver players near C. And the reason why is that F Silver is also near A. So are we seeing a 1v1 fight between Nicolate and F Silver? Two of the best players in the game. Well, I say best, but it's more like two of the best. Yeah, well, actually, you see what I mean. Like, not statistically the best players, but they're among the best players in the game. So you see what I mean. But anyway, a little bit rubbish, but well, I say it was a little bit rubbish, but anyway, EVG looking to retake A. Nicolade looking to go with Nicolade. Oh, F Silver will be in deep trouble, but Smack Potato will be coming to save the day. Good shot onto, oh my god, we'll try and run away. Drops the reactive armor, but I don't think that will help a lot. Great shot to Nicolade by Smack Potato. Oh, EVG are ready for this. Good shot onto Smack Potato. Now, RISQ. They still have the hit point pool lead, but do they realize the trouble they're in now? Smack Potato. I don't know if they can win the A side. F Silver needs to not lose. Needs to not die. Smack Potato trying to shield F Silver. And Nicolade bounces. Great shot to Nicolade at the same time. Now we're seeing action over to C. EVG are getting aggressive near C. Hit point still in favor of RISQ, but EVG will lose the city side. Nicolade tries to get A, but it's not successful. The cap points are in favor of RISQ after killing Nicolade. And oh my god, will be killed by Lisa. Now the rest of the EVG's team is rushing. And they're looking to take out Zonk. Zonk's down to 608. And RISQ are doing really well with the hit point push Monk down to one shot. And Mozzarella will try his best to shield, but Zonk seems to be forward. I don't know why. But it doesn't really matter at this point. Type 1007A is out. It's 6 versus 4. Monk will be killed very soon unless RISQ gets a little bit too slow. There's still a little bit of a doubt for RISQ. Can they keep it up? They do. 1,000 cap points. RISQ gets the next one. Bring this to 2-0. What a game for RISQ. Great job, Smack Potato, and also F Silver. And I really like the hit point push sharing of RISQ. They did it really well. EVG looked a little bit disoriented for some reasons. I think them with oh my god and Nicolade not really working very nicely together. They lost that city side, which is extremely crucial. And RISQ are holding up really well over the hillside, and makes it a quite a dominant performance by RISQ. It was a little bit close over to the end, but RISQ done a really good job here. And what I wanted to say is that EVG, they have the positions to take out Smoked Potato, actually. They just have to communicate a little better. So far, does seem, I don't know, does seem a little bit all over the place for me, EVG. Let's see if they can improve on Black Oval, because RISQ simply they seem to be a bit more cohesive with their calls, and I know Lisa is Tokonami, and Legion, I think he's in Legion, and I don't know if you know the rumors, but anyways, the top 4 of the EU survey, it does seem like Tokonami will not be playing the top 4, so that means that he will probably play in RISQ for the Blitz Summer Cup. So if you don't know the rules, you can only choose a server to play on in the Blitz Summer Cup, and with a lot of players playing on different servers, and a lot of the players that are currently in the top 8, a lot of the players are in the top 8 teams on different servers. So for example, Nicolade is in Rejects, if I remember, and also in EVG. I'm not sure if he's in any of the NA teams, but then also RISQ. We have Lisa. Oh, good shot on the nitroglycerin. Good blind fire at the beginning. With Lisa, which is Tokonami. I pretty much told you what teams he is in. And then I think Strash, isn't it? Was Strash in Quick or RBMK? I forgot. But I remember he is from the EU server, and he's in ID. So I digress. F will get A, and Pookie will be in the middle. And Lisa might push shots here near the silo, but no one is crossing the silo. Nicolay gets C. Oh, big shot from Lisa onto Nicolay. Great job to Lisa there. That is going to hurt. With nitroglycerin now spotted, and RISQ knows they have blind fired onto nitroglycerin. Have I updated the scoreboard? I did. Okay, so not the best start for EVG. Is this enough for RISQ to win? Is this enough? It's quite a cap-based strategy that both teams are using. So we could say lots of camping and a lot of patience. And the EVG, they really need to start putting a lot of shots onto RISQ's side. So far it hasn't been the case. Sugar Boogie tries to fire, but it does not hit anywhere. And KG says, I will not stream ID after, but if they are still in the top 4 fight, then I probably will stream them 2 days after. But we will see about the leaderboard after tonight. Let's say Lisa. Oh, EVG are trying to rotate back through the spawn. No one has spotted that. And F-Silver is not really in position to do this. Oh, Lisa takes one big shot from Pixel Rage. A double tap, actually. Oh no. Lisa might be permanent track. No, he manages to fix the tracks, but it's now down to 506. Hit puts are now very close. I think EVG might be looking for a comeback here. And the triple strip case are looking for Mozzarella. Mozzarella tries to run away. Can he do so? He needs to stay safe. I don't know. I don't think there is a position that he can save. Really saves, now tracked. And it's now permanent tracked. Oh, Mozzarella is going to be out of this fight. And RISQ needs to start pushing on the other side, but they can't really do this. They have not found any isolated tanks. Mozzarella down to 1 shot. Gets taken out here. EVG now managed to make a comeback despite not having the best start in this. But RISQ have B as well, so they have the cap lead. But in terms of the hit points, EVG are in a massive lead. So can RISQ hold on to this? Oh, Pookie is now very low. Oh, I think EVG have found Pookie in deep trouble. Pixel Rage dropped to B. At least I can't do much. F Silver is there to reset Pixel Rage, but he bounces 2 shots because Pixel Rage is showing the frontal armor. Good shot onto MyPing. Tries to connect with the rest of the team. MyPing's down to 1 shot. They need to take that tank out. Sugar Mugu, can he get the tank out? No, it's a miss from Sugar Mugu. Oh dear, RISQ. Pookie is out. EVG got B. I don't know, RISQ. Can they hold on? Let's see about F Silver. Lisa is out of the fight. Ram kill from F Silver. And can he get nitroglycerin? Now he has been captured. And RISQ needs to kill two more tanks. Oh, F Silver bounces the last shell. Oh no. Smack Potato is out. But oh my god, it's also out. RISQ needs to kill 2 more. Nitroglycerin is out. Ram killed by F Silver. But it's 3 versus 2. I don't know if RISQ can get Pixel Rage quickly enough. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. F Silver receives an HE track shot. And then RISQ gets 1000 cap points. They killed enough tanks. Well done to RISQ. Great focus fire. I don't know how they managed to pull this off. It looks very much in favor of EVG. EVG were also leading by more than 3k in hit points. I don't know what happened there. Just RISQ, great focus fire, and EVG were unable to seal the win. I think I have to ask the audience here, what happened there? No, for you, I'm the only one streaming APAC server tonight. So I don't know what happened there. RISQ did a really good job. I don't know how they managed to come back after they were struggling a lot with the hit points, and I mean the positions as well. In terms of positions, they weren't taking the best positions on the defense. And EVG got all 3 caps as well, so everything seems to go in favor of EVG, but for some reason RISQ, the focus fire, really brought them the win. And they killed and I mean, I have to, I do want to say F Silver did really well in that TVP. Was very crucial in killing the tanks, and a lot of 2 ram kills. I mean, that is amazing. And RISQ are now leading 3-0, and it was completely different to the scoreline last time. Last time EVG won 4-3, but it does appear that RISQ could win 4-0 if but EVG are on the right track. The last battle is pretty good. Before the brawl, they were doing everything right to give themselves a good cap hip hop pool lead, and they got all the caps. I think it was just a brawl, which was the main reason why they lost. But it was not bad. It's just the final moment that they didn't quite get through. And now let's take a look at RISQ. Triple Object 777s, double TVPs, a Strift K, and 60 TP. Looking at EVG, we're seeing double MLEs, an IS-7, triple Strift Ks, and a T100 OT. Pookie tries to blind fire. EVG did not take a hit this time. We could see a big brawl fest over to the seaside as most of the tanks are going there. Sugar Mugu in the TVP, looking to shoot on crossing. Okay, so let's see if Sugar Mugu is able to put some shots in. No, at the moment, no. But I think Monstercat might be in deep trouble. Oh, Monstercat, can he stay alive for long enough? However, the Object 77 has taken a lot of hits while crossing. But at the same time, the MLEs have taken some hits. Monstercat is in deep trouble. RISQ, they need to send everyone to support them. And Monstercat is down to 1 shot now. And Monstercat will be out. And the first tank will be going down will be Monstercat. And hit points are in huge favor of EVG. They're now leading by 3k. And RISQ needs to kill Monk here. Down to 1 shot. Spooky not going to last for long. Lisa's dead. Pookie is also down. And Zonk is now the focus for EVG. And It's 3 versus 7. Obviously, EVG is going to get one back. This is just a complete dominance from EVG. Oh my god, is out, and you're seeing EVG looking for Smoked Potato next, and some tanks going for F-Silver. Nicolate is out to fight. F-Silver is still reloading, but I don't think we're seeing a raid miracle in this one. Simply too many tanks to kill and too many shots, too many hit points to overcome. And it's 3-1 in favor of RISQ and EVG. Great job. I think RISQ's positioning is a little bit interesting. I don't know, a bit odd for me. And the Object 777s have taken a lot of hits while crossing, and it really didn't help matters at all. By the point the Object 777s have arrived to save, whoever that is, Mozzarella, I believe. Mozzarella. Hit point pool advantage is firmly in favor of EVG, and there is not much that RISQ could do to win this one. So I think some positioning issues from RISQ there. Maybe they have to sort out what their objective of their strategy is. And EVG, great job. This time, the best focus fire I've ever seen tonight from EVG. 5 tanks to 1-2k, and we're going for Alpenstadt. No, Lisa is a girly, but I think Lisa is Tony. I think Lisa is Tony Kawa. But Tokonami, no. Tony Kawa is now. Okay, Tokonami, yes. Tokonami from the EU server. Well, I just look at the name on the official server and saw he is Tokonami. So correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm not sure. I'm confusing Tony Kawa and Tokonami for some reasons. Are they the same player? I couldn't remember. I don't think they're the same players, but they're both from EU servers, if I remember right. Well, I digress. Anyway, we are back on now on Alpenstadt. RISQ, double Crown Wagons, double MLEs, 6 TV and Object 777s, and F-Silver and Team 100 LT EVG. Going for triple shift case, double MLEs, and Object 777s. And oh my god, in the Team 100 LT. And I don't agree with you, Destroyer. Who is not to say a girl can play really well, and yeah, it makes little sense for me. So let's say RISQ red team from the north spawn with EVG blue team from the south spawn, and let's see about the Team 100 LT. Looking to spot EVG, or maybe not. No, I don't know. Oh, shot has been fired. It doesn't hit anywhere. But F-Silver hasn't been able to spot anyone so far. Oh, Zonk. Zonk is going to play really aggressively. And he has to be careful because the rest of the EVG's team is quite close to where Zonk is. Oh, no. Takes one from my pain. Although Zonk puts good shot onto, oh my god. And the rest of EVG's team is pushing onto RISQ. They're now looking for Zonk's head. Zonk's down to 846. Can he stay alive? Gets tracked, but he manages to stay alive for now. Hit points are now neck and neck. Oh, missed shot from Smoked Potato. EVG, can they push on? RISQ, are they ready for another push? Type 1078. Pookie does not want to die alone. Shugu will come around to save Pookie. And now in the Crown Wagon, RISQ are trying their best to keep up with the ferocity of EVG. And my ping is out. It's the first thing out. The rest of EVG have now killed Zonk. And this is going to be interesting. RISQ, they still have Lisa and also F-Silver quite far away from the map. So EVG really needs to kill both Pookie and Shugu out of the way. Shugu is out. And Monk is on fire. Could he be killed by fire? He manages to survive just in time. And Monk is out. And it's now 4 versus 3. Hit points in huge favor of RISQ. Lisa now coming in to support. And Pookie, great shot onto Pixel Rage. And Pixel Rage is out of the fight. It's now 4 versus 2. Pookie's down to a 1-shot. And Elisa is not the one killing Pookie. It's actually Nicolade. Because he cannot friendly fire Mozzarella. We'll put a good shot onto Nicolade. And Nitroglycerin is out. And this is surely going to be RISQ. Great defense by RISQ. And I think EVG, they were boiled by a great start with killing, well, not really killing Zong, but crippling Zong. But it seems there is some hesitation going on there. They were like, well, Zong is back. Should we keep pushing through? And it seems this kind of hesitation has led to a couple of tanks keep on pushing, while some tanks staying behind. And that kind of provided opportunity for RISQ to focus fire a little bit more easily. And I think EVG should have pushed on because there is a Crown Wagon and a T100 LT pretty much far away from the rest of the team. So it's not exactly like EVG can't focus fire easily. They can still have the targets, but I think the hesitation whether to push through or not kind of allowed them to take a lot of hits from RISQ, and I think both work. It does appear if they push through it will work better, but not the end of the world if they just hold off, get back in positions. But at the same time, they want to retreat. They're all right out in the open at that moment, so they are just receiving a lot of hits if they just retreat. So I would say EVG should have pushed through, but I don't really exactly know what's in their minds at that time. So that's just kind of my 2 cents here. I would have called for continuity in that push, but RISQ did a really good job in the defense whatsoever. It's not something I could take away from. Amazing job from RISQ tonight. 4-1 against EVG. Exactly the scoreline that Mapbox predicted here. So that will put yeah, apologies, I keep on forgetting to update the scoreline. But yeah, it's RISQ 1-4-1, and let's take a look at the results of other groups. Well, not other fixtures. Let's say. All right, let's say we are the first fixture to finish. So that will put RISQ in a good position in the top 4. EVG will have to hope that ID do not win against Nomad, and this top 4 fight could still be running strong. But RISQ have now won 5 fixtures in a row, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, 5 fixtures in a row, so they are on a good run. And the next team they're facing will be GV. It's going to be amazing as usual. And GV are also looking to get into top 4. First they have to beat RN, which is going to be extremely hard. Let me play the Chieftain and Badger. But first Chieftain, because I have the birthday. No, is here. So let's go for this. No, not all the time, real. Oh, is it Winter Fox? Oh, maybe Tokunabi is a woman, which I might have got it wrong if it's the case. But has Sophie or Pink Puffins transferred to RISQ? I couldn't remember Winter Fox. And who's playing as? It's a Pookie. It's a Pookie. Huh. Stop picky. I don't know. But it's taking a really long time for in the queue. Hope I will get into the game soon. Yeah, usually crates. I don't recall that you can get gold with containers unless you have that tank. Usually containers will contain I want to press C again. Usually in containers you might receive a tank. If you have a tank, you will get gold. So you can get gold this way, but technically you can't get gold directly, if I remember correctly. Oh, the team's not going for the bridge, so I'm not going for a bridge. I'm going to go here. Hopefully I can get some spots of them crossing, which I did. That was kind of a delayed shot, but I got that shot in the end. Oh. We're getting quite defensive at the beginning. The motion. Wants to push there. There is also, oh my god, RISQ. I'm scared. He's scared. Oh, how did you do that? And Skoda. It's not going to be fun. Oh, there's a TD as well. Oh, that was a bounce. Type 68. Oh, a bounce. Oh no. I thought I could. Like I should, you know. No. The deaths. Oh, I was bounced. Yeah, Skoda is going to be a pain. Don't know. I would be farmed there like that. Except I could try to push forward, but no. And this is why you need a bridge, because otherwise, yeah, we'll be trapped in a pocket, and there is no way we could win. To be frank, but then if you push on and get all the tanks, maybe we do stand a chance. But it's not saying that. I can't really push in the chieftain as well. So. Alright, let's see if we have results now. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, we do have more results coming through. E2s. Oh, good stuff. 2 battle wins, but not enough to win. And SITT 1-4-2, and we do have a win from GB 4-1 against RM. Well done to GB. And oh dear. This means GB are now in the 5th place, tied with ID and EVG, and we are waiting for the result of Nomad versus ID. With ICT winning now, ICT, RN, and RISQ all have 7-round wins. This top 4 fight is still intense. Nomad, can they bring it close? Can they bring it close to a top 4 finish? E2s have yet to pick up a point, but the next game will be against RN, and RN need to do really well here. I don't know. The final top 4 GB are, as always, are having their late game run. They always do that. They always like start off a little bit weak, and then they pick up momentum and they snowballed their way to the top 4. It's a lot of times it has always been like that. So GB always love to make a comeback, and this is why Berlin's pep talk is so important. Of course, it's a myth, but we love a legend on the APAC server with GB having the Berlin's pep talk. So Berlin must have done something really nice to his teammates in order to win a couple of rounds in a row. I don't know how many rounds they've won in a row. Let me double check. We actually lost to ICT yesterday. Okay, so but they are now tied without even the same number of round wins. And let's hope we'll stand a better chance in the next battle in the Chieftain. Let's see. All right. Let me play in the. Let me play again. Oh, I don't need those boosters. Yes. I shouldn't be wasting those boosters. Actually, I should be playing. Well, actually, because I'm getting the birthday bonus, I won't be consuming the ×3 boosters I got yesterday. Was it yesterday? I forgot. Maybe not. But we'll see. Oh my god. Oh, TVP. It's close. Great job. Oh my god, can I hold down? No. I might. I receive a bounce. I can't go mid if I do, I will get farmed. Oh. Yeah, that TVP might have gone a bit too aggressively. Now they are out.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor destroyed.
Oof.
Ammo rack is hit. We're lucky it didn't blow.
Oh, I thought that would not hit. Okay. We're actually not winning just yet.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Can I? No, I can't track them again.
Penetration.
Right, so we got another one down. No.
We've lost a track. We're stuck here.
Right, they're perma-tracked. Oh no. No. I think we could. I think we will lose. I wasn't able to get the Chieftain. Oh no! What was that shot? Death Star. Oh, Death Star is going to go down then. Yeah, Pookie. Yes. Yeah. 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 I had my suspicions. Yeah, Pookie is Pig Puffman's. Yes. Oh well. It's another loss. Well, we still have a lot of time, so I can play as many chieftain games as I could to get back some, to get that birthday bonus. But yeah, 3k is good, I thought. I did less than 3k, no. I put a lot of shots in, so it was gutting, but maybe next time. Oh, 34. Boosters. Epic boosters. Alright, let's say ID are still playing as ID. It could go to tiebreaker. And let me try again. With the chieftain as we continue to wait. And then we can ask Babox the prediction for round 11. And if ID lose, then we will... I mean, Nomad are still in the running for top 4. But maybe Pookie's not playing muffins. Maybe it's juicy. Maybe it's not. Schrodinger's Pookie. Okay, let me go in the middle. Oh, spotted. Oh, how did you do that?
Enemy armor is hit.
Return fire.
We've damaged them.
Right.
We've damaged them.
Ah! Oh, come on. Oh no, I've wasted that adrenaline now. Oh, maybe not.
We've damaged them.
Oh my god. He's over heavy.
Hit.
No, that was bad. Oh my god, the pain. Hold on.
Enemy vehicle
There we
destroyed.
go. That's one tang out. Oh, not a missing. Oh my god, I'm alone.
Enemy armor
Looks
is
like a hit from well, it's very good. No.
This vehicle has had it.
But it should be a win, hopefully. Hopefully it's a win. Come on. Kill that tank, yes, there we go. There we go. It's a win. It's a win. Can say for sure I'm not gonna jinx this one. Alright, so I think we should have our results, and I definitely think it's going to be a win. I'll get my birthday bonus. And let me see if we have ID versus Nomad result ready. And we will have that result. Great job to ID. 4-3 Nomad. Very, very close, actually. That puts ID in with 6 round wins. Very important win right there. But they will be up against EVG, which are currently in the 6th place. Nomad in the 7th place, and they have to win at least three in. Well, they only have 4 rounds left, and their chances in the top 4 are getting slimmer and slimmer. And we will see, because because I'm streaming Nomad versus ICT next. If Nomad do not win against ICT, we can safely say Nomad are out of top 4 running. As mathematically speaking, 1, 2, 3, yes. Mathematically speaking, Nomad will not be able. We can only win 3 more, and provided that ID lost, Nomad they only won against ICT and E2s twice, so ID won against Nomad twice. So even if Nomad won 3 in a row and ID was 3 in a row, Nomad will be out if they lose to ICT next. Okay, so this is going to be crucial. Because but we can safely say E2s are out of top 4 contention. That leaves us with only 7 clans that are still in the running, but Nomad. It's still really good season for them. 22 battle wins, although they do not get top. They are unlikely to get top 4 this season. But they definitely played. They definitely trained hard and they improved. I can see their improvement from last season here. Let's see how they play against ICT. And let me ask Babbox the prediction. Hi Lisa, how are you doing? Alright, Alright, let's ask Tom Babbox predictions. The odds. Let me do this now. Ow. No. No. I'll stop doing this. Okay, there we are. We have predictions here. I will post the EU predictions after the stream. I forgot to do so yesterday. Well, I actually did. I actually did it yesterday. Yes, so apologies. I must have remembered the wrong day, which I forgot to do that. There we go. I can post the odds now. All right. Let's see the predictions. No, I won't be streaming EBG versus ID next. I'm streaming Nomad versus ICT here. My final top 4. Well, let's take a look at the Batbox predictions first. So ICT, ID, RN, and RISQ are all predicted to win in round 11. Let's see if that's the case, or will we see upsets? All right. Let's go back to the lounge, and we can play a couple more games as we wait. Then let me just give you the new graphic here. So not bad. So the maps again will be Liu Bei, Rockview, Maroons, and Molendijk. Good selection of maps, good mixture of different playstyles and strategies that can be deployed. I have been working on a supercomputer to predict to give me the top 4 qualification chances, and I will follow that solely. So my supercomputer says the final top 4 will be RN, RISQ, ICT, and ID. The chances are really high for these 4 teams, but ID and EVG, I mean, ID are like around 70% chance of qualifying, and EVG are like 36, and GB are like 10.3. But obviously, if GB perform really well, the chances in the top 4 will substantially increase. And I also did that for the EU server. As you all may know, both APA and ARWV are mathematically safe. They are through to the Blitz Summer Cup. And rejects, they are very close. And tonight they could also qualify. And my supercomputer says they are 100% certain that they're going to qualify. But I think that will also happen. Bluff are at 90.1. So my supercomputer is saying that the top 4 of the EU server has been decided, and unless big upsets happen, I do think our final top 4 for the EU server will be APA, ARWV, Rejects, and Bluff. No, it doesn't end here, Kaiser. It's still going on. And who do I think will win? Power ratings says RN, but I think RISQ could again win this season. But that's not to say ICT have been a great challenger to the APAC comp scene. So I could very well see ICT surprising us all and win the season. This will also be the first season they win. They win a season. And RN, of course, they have won a season before and they want to win. And if they can do it this season, that's going to be amazing. Both RISQ and ID have won a season before, and both of them have won a major season. GB have won a couple of seasons before, but they haven't won a major season. So let's see if they can qualify to the top 4 stage. And EVG have won a season before with E7, not with P1. And Nomad, they haven't won a season, and so is E2s. E2s have not qualified to a top 4 stage before, and this is not going to happen this season. Yeah. And ICT actually have qualified to a top 4, but they were disqualified back in 2019. They were very close in making top 4 in the last season. They only fell. No, they lose on the tiebreak. I think they did not. They were like 1 round away from qualifying, or maybe I forgot that. I couldn't remember. But yes, all of these teams except E2s have qualified to a top 4 stage. Nomad qualified to the top 4 stage last season for their very first time. But will it happen this time? We'll see their performance against ICT if they can do a double against them. But yeah, if they can't, then it's looking more and more likely the top 4 race will be between 6 teams after tonight. And I believe the room will be up in around 6 minutes, so I'm not going to play another battle, otherwise I would probably miss the first battle. And I won. Yes, I've won. And the room is up, so I will go in now. And oh, Coke is back. Hello. I will be ready in the T62A. Okay, so Coke is back. Welcome back. I thought you changed your name yesterday, but not that one against E2s, and they performed very well too. So ICT, can they cement their position in the top 4? Well, that is not to say Nomad versus ICT is not. Oh my god, I got the wrong. No, Siyankun's not streaming, so. Sorry, I'm streaming Nomad versus ICT. Yes, Nomad versus ICT is still a very important top 4 fight, whether you like it or not, because Nomad, if they don't win this time, they will be out of running in top. But they win against ICT again, things will get interesting. Things will get really interesting. The Nomad will still be in the running, and the teams they're playing tomorrow are EVG and RN. Nomad versus EVG will become very, very important. Whether Nomad can win against EVG, that will put them again close to a top 4 fight. However, Nomad versus RN, this is going to be hard. But if GB can win against RN, why can Nomad not? And last they will be up against GB. So the remaining matches is not the most difficult for Nomad. They just have to win ICT. If they don't win against ICT, then they're not going to go through whatever happens in the last 3 rounds. But if they do win ICT, then Nomad's chances in the top 4 will significantly increase. Okay. So I have to emphasize a lot of the times that this is going to matter a lot, and I refuse to stream at the same clan twice in for a day on the APAC server. That's because I can choose who I can stream on the APAC server, and I am following. And there are a lot more streamers on the EU server, and it will not be good for me to pick a match to follow specifically. Otherwise, it's otherwise I'm not giving. Otherwise, I would be streaming all the good ones, and the other streamers will be left with the not as good ones. But this is why I let Wargaming to pick a team for me to follow. But for the APAC server, I am trying to spread out the number of fixtures I stream for each team. So at the moment, I think no team have been followed more than 3 times at this point. But the next 2 days will the final 2 days will be different. I will be definitely following the top 4 fight. So again, it's kind of my choice to just to follow like I don't know if I followed ID twice. No, I definitely have followed ID twice. Yes, I have definitely followed ID twice. One time against one time against RN, and the other time I forgot. I think I did follow ID in another one. Forgot. Yes, you can say that Feast is mostly RISQ is mostly X-Feast. Good afternoon, Net. How are you doing? So let's take a look at the lineup on UBay. We have Nomad, triple strip Ks, double MLEs, an Object 777, and a VK72 ICT, triple MLEs, triple strip Ks, and a VK72. So it's now on level for Nomad. If they don't win this fixture, they are out of top 4 running. Even if they are tied the same number of rounds as ID won against Nomad twice. So let's do this. Nomad. Double checking the right. Oh yes, the right scoreboard. Red team from the north spawn with INCT blue team from the south. Let's head up high. Nomad will be going mostly to B and ICT to A. Actually no, Nomad will go for a bridge side. It could become very brawly here. But I know that Nomad can do really well with brawls, so ICT need to watch out. But Nomad do not have the numerical advantage over to the bridge side. And ICT are sending everyone there. So will ICT just push through? Coke has taken a hit. ICT will just push through. I think they realized that they're only 4 tanks near the bridge side. So Nomad, can they soak up this push? The shots have been fired onto TSP, Lao Me, and it's down to 1 shot. It's the first time being taken out. ICT have not been able to focus fire well, but you can forgive them because it's hard. Basically, Nomad are looking for Handsome next. Optimus gets the kill onto Handsome, and it's 7 versus 5. Great start from Nomad. ICT might have overestimated the positions of Nomad and should not have pushed right at the beginning. In my opinion, I think they should have wore down Nomad bit by bit first. And Nomad's focus fire absolutely on point. Lao G gets taken out by Optimus, and Optimus is going to be down by Sherry. Sherry will not last for long. Down to 1 torch, gets taken out by Coke, and yes. 5 versus 2. 5 versus 2. Kobe Squiller is the next focus for Nomad, and you can see that even if Nomad are ranked 7th, they still have a wonderful focus fire. Amongst the best focus fires I've ever seen on the APAC server since I've ever streamed. So you can really see how much the APAC server has improved, and also you can also say this season has been particularly competitive for the APAC server, and Nomad's Focus Fire absolutely on point. I think ICT just overestimated their capability. They have the numerical advantage over to the bridge side, but to push over the bridge it can be quite difficult. And the lanes are quite narrow too, so you have that bottleneck effect, which can be an issue for a lot of the teams in the rush, because with the bottleneck effect, you can only have like 1 or 2 tanks passing through that narrow lane, and that makes it a lot easier to focus fire compared to a much wider lane where you can use the width to shield one another, but with a narrow lane, that becomes a lot harder, and I'm afraid ICT might have fallen victim to the bottleneck effect here. And Nomad's Focus Fire is also better than ICT. We go back to Nomad with triple VKs, no, triple strip case, double VK72, an Optic 777, and a Badger. Interesting tank, good DPM, not a lot of hit points, but good gun. ICT will take triple MLEs, triple strip case, and a VK72. And let's say if ICT can come back from this, it wasn't like a particularly terrible battle by ICT. I think it was just maybe just adrenaline. But it happens. It happens.
Let's get this show on the road.
And Nomad, red team, will go towards C, and ICT, blue team, would go... Where are they going? They're going mostly to the bridge side. And Nomad will get a cap lead at the beginning. And Coke will be looking at B. No one's going for B for now. And ICT are waiting. They would need to make a rotation. They do not have a light tank or medium, so are Nomad, and both of them won't have lots of information to work with. And ICT, what will they do next? Will they get A? They will get A. They will try to stop the gap from widening, and it's 3 cap points for 2 seconds of increase. So it's going to be a long game. If both teams continue to only have 1 cap, then we could see all 7 minutes being used. But I do not think that will continue that way. I think ICT will make a push sooner or later, because if you just use up more 7 minutes, then Nomad will win. So ICT will need to make a move, even if 1,000 cap points might not be obtained if all 7 minutes are used. But great shot onto Spectre by whoever that is Captain Low. So good start for ICT before the push, but Nomad, of course, they have the count lead. They just have to conserve their hit points, and ICT are looking to play for the cap strategies. Nomad being better in the brawls. Cocoa not getting shot at the start. Nomad, again, a good shot onto Captain Low. Captain Low needs to stay back. Coke, can he put a shot onto Captain Low? He does, and it's a good, it's got a good amount there. And Spectre bounces. It's not the end of the world. And Handsome in the MLE. Cocoa sitting near a spawn. And the Badger doesn't have a lot of hit points, so Coco gets pushed, that could be taken out very quickly. And there we go, Handsome. Oh, both of them bounces. Bounced, I mean. Both of them bounced. Lamy takes one. So it seems Nomad are doing slightly better in the trade. And Captain Load takes one from Coke. Oh dear, ICT. Nomad are getting the advantage here. Ooh, Lamy bounces Coke. Coke is fortunate to have that. But Handsome's getting a bit more aggressive now. Looking to put a shot on to Handsome. Both of them having a really high row. Coco dropping their adrenaline, and Handsome would not go peek out, and Coco is now forced to stay put. Handsome looking to now 1v1. Putting a shot on Coco. Now there is trouble for Coco. And what will Nomad do here? Will Nomad push, or will they try to get? Will they now get B and extend the cap? That's going to be a gamble, but maybe it could work very well. However, Spectre will come in to save Coco. Good shot onto Handsome, but Coco is down to one shot, and it all pivots from here. If Coco breaks down, he's breaking down, but he will break down soon. Good shot on Spectre by Handsome, but now Spectre comes in. Oh, Commie Squill is there. Can he do 1v1? Can he do 1v1? Captain Low is out. We are seeing a push potentially coming from the other end, but Spectre one. Can he take out Handsome? Good shot there. Coco. Can he survive? Handsome gets the kill onto Coco. Handsome is a one-shot though. Spectre will not last for long. I think ICT will win the spawn side, forcing Nomad to make a call. But they have the hit point, the cap point advantage, and the hit point pool advantage. TDR is a one-shot, and I think ICT can get that tank out of the fight. Spectre is now a one-shot. We could say a 6 versus 4 situation. ICT, they're on the row here, but do they have enough hit points to make a comeback? Spectre is finally out. It's now 4 versus 6. Lauby is out of the running, and Sherry's trying to get B. 2 versus 3. I think Nomad. Can they bring it home? Can they bring it home? The double VKs are now trying to support the Strift Ks. ICT. There's still room for comeback, I have to say. Oh, great shot from Edge onto Handsome. Rename user is at 4 versus 3. And I think this should be it for Nomad. They should have this one now safely. Sherry is now out. And now G can be taken out by X4. And he does. And Nomad will get the cap win. Great job to Nomad. 1,000 cap points. ICT. I think their focus fire sequence is good. And they've done a really good job in taking hold of that cap, but they might have lost too many hit points while trying to get in positions to push. And now that allows Nomad to counter push onto the other side, and they managed to take a couple of tanks out. Well, not really a couple of tanks out. They managed to cripple the hit point pool of ICT, and even though they do not have the gun advantage, the hit points are what matters for Nomad. And now 6 tanks to 1 2k for Nomad. It was tantalizingly close. It could have been ICT easily, but oh, I forgot to update the scoreline too. No, this is the second time I forgot to update the scoreline. And there we go. Nomad now we're seeing changes. Quadruple Strift case, double object 777, and an IS7 with ICT taking quadruple Strift case, double MLEs, and an IS7. And so far so good for Nomad. They're on their way to get the top 4 potentially, but it's going to be a long way Especially if ID win the next one, it's going to spell the end of Nomad 2. Because but then what clan ID are facing now? EVG. Alright, so Nomad have to hope that ID would not win against EVG. The third battle. Nomad versus ICT. But if Nomad win against ICT, that will become a bit intense for ICT. Because they might not have a good lead over to the teams below them. But let's take a look at ICT going for C, with Nomad sending quite a lot of tanks to C and a couple of tanks over to A. Looking at TDR in the Object 77, a lot of tanks of ICT have been spotted, but Nomad are unable. Well, they have put some shots onto Laomi, but not a lot of damage have been taken by ICT. Coke in particular will be in a really tight spot. Has to be careful not to take a hit. At the same time, ICT will get C, and Komi Squilla is going to get an interesting position to crossfire into them. Big shots onto X4. Hit points still in favor of Nomad, but ICT have defended quite well. Shots onto Handsome as well by the Object 777. Now Handsome down to 687. But Nomad are also dropping hit points left, right, and center. Can ICT find a breakthrough here? Komi Squilla is going to be extremely crucial in that position, and Nomad will try to pincer the forces of ICT. ICT have found Coke, the focus, and he's the first thing out. And Nomad have yet to find a tank to kill. Optimus could be the next tank out, and Handsome is finally out of the fight. Optimus is the next tank out. Laomi is out. It's now 5 versus 5. It's getting really close. Komi Squilla has now come in to support the team. And Nomad, they have the hit point full advantage. They just need to find the next tank to go for. Rename users down to one shot. This is the next time they want to go for. Bakokowa gets taken out by Sherry with TDL now coming in. And Edge cannot bounce his shots. And rename users out. Lao G gets a shot from Edge. And ICT are looking for Spectre and X4. Komi Squilla will be tasked to kill X4. Oh, it's a low row potentially by Squilla. X4 could put another shot, but it will be Squilla that puts a kill onto X4. It's 3 versus 3 now. Hit points in huge favor of ICT. And Nomad. Oh, the focus fire. This time's not as good as they usually are. Usually are. TDR is another focus for ICT, but ICT simply have too many hit points to contend with. But I have to say, Squilla did a really good job in this battle. He has been instrumental in that Team 100 LT, providing crossfire for the team. And even though Nomad were leading in hit points at one point, their focus fire was not good enough. Well, or in other words, ICT's focus fire is just better in this battle. And with that, ICT, they have 5 tanks to the moment. 2K Squilla in the Team 100 LT did not do the most damage, but killed 3 tanks, and still pretty healthy at the end of the battle. Nomad, they tried, but only 3 tanks to the moment. 2K, and they were struggling as well with the hit point pool sharing. ICT were able to focus the ice tanks quite easily too. So Nomad, they have to focus on the next one. Great start in the first 2 battles, but game is on. Game is on. And ICT, let's say, quadruple drift case, a T100 LT, an IS-7, and an MLE. Nomad, let's see what tanks they're going for. An MLE, potentially triple drift case. A 60 TP, and maybe double Object 777. Let's see. An Atonement is going to attend in on the sub bench. Spectre will play in the 60 TP potentially. Now TDR will change to an IS4. But they have to get ready soon because there are less than 20 seconds to go. Pancake, not pancaking. Come on, Optimist, ready up, ready up. Yes, there we go. He's going to take this Rift K. Spectre will not take 60 TP, but this Object 777 instead. Scoreline is now 2-1. Nomad are still leading, but ICT might have found a foothold. Great focus fight in the last battle. Let's see how they do in this one.
Up and at 'em, lads.
Nomad Red Team will go mostly to A this time. Coke in the Rift K going for C. ICT will spread out a little bit. 5 tanks over to C, but 2 tanks over to Wade. Colby Squiller in the So light tank here. Last battle it worked wonders for him, and will the same happen to him this time? He's going to be important getting the spots, and he hasn't spotted anyone. But Nomad are sending a lot of tanks to A. Or Optimus spotted. Well, no, it's Squiller's firing a shot. Oh, TDR Kuku are spotted. Just a little bit more time. No, he's going to give up. He's going to give up getting A. I might have stayed a little bit longer, but I understand if ICT wants to play safe. A will be captured by TDR, but will there be any reset shots from ICT onto A? Oh, there is. Captain No Good shot onto TDR. ICT, are they stacking up near A? They're potentially looking to push onto A. And Cook still quite far away from the rest of the team. A has been captured by Nomad. Good shot onto Handsome. And in terms of trading, Nomad are doing better in this battle. An Atch. And the MLE. Oh, more shots onto Handsome. So it doesn't bode well for ICT's push, but I might be wrong. They're looking to push onto TDR. Things will deteriorate rapidly soon. But ICT are still hesitating. If they keep on hesitating like that, they will have too many hit points of disadvantage. And that's... Oh, 1v1. 1v1. Squiller tries to run away, but Coke has him pinned down. Coke misses the shot. Squiller can put a shot there. Oh, another shot to Coke. Will Squiller win this 1v1 by Coke? Needs to land the next shell. And it's a good shot to Squiller, putting Squiller to a one shot by Coke. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How about the other side? Hit point still in favor of Nomad. But Squiller might be able to buy some time here. ICT are now pushing on to A. TDR down to one shot. Now Spectre's coming in with 4 hit points. And TDR looking to survive as long as he could. Captain Low is one shot. Laomi's out. Captain Low is out. It's 7 versus 5. Coke still 1v1. He's going to ignore Squiller for a moment. Handsome is out. Optimus is down to one shot. Oh, Squiller is out. Laoji's out. It's 6 versus 1 here. ICT falling apart. They've just spent way too long in deciding whether to push or not, and in doing so, they've lost too many hit points, and it doesn't bode well when you do not have the hit point pool advantage to begin with when you want to make a push. Nomad have done a good job at bleeding ICT, and 1v1 fight with Coke pinning Squiller down. Squiller basically can't do much. He did more than 1.5k though, but I think a lot of them have gone towards Coke. And Nomad, well done. 5 tanks to him on 2k. Bled ICT enough to prevent a push materializing for ICT. So now match point is with Nomad 3-1. Nomad not giving up any hope in winning and advancing to the top 4, but they will have to hope that ID do not win the next one. And let's see, we already have results. more than 40 people watching, so thank you very much. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's see, any results in? Nope, no results in. No results in just yet. Less than a minute to go. My Ruins, ICT. DRX, are they okay? DRX is a really good team, but they got knocked out in the lower bracket first round in the Challengers tournament. I hope they come back stronger. They are a talented team, and I saw them play in previous tournaments. They could certainly contend with some of the teams in the professional tournament, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. Looking at Nomad this time, triple Strift case, double MLEs, an IS7, and then a 60 TP ICT going for quadruple Strift case. A Super Conqueror, a VK72, and 60 TP, and I forgot to have my bar of chocolate. I'm getting hungry. So I hope I don't lose too much energy in the commentary if ICT win next one. My Ruins, totally different map now. Last time Nomad did really well on New Bay, so similar map. But will we see a similar outcome? Nomad just need to win one more and they will win. This round. ICT looking to send tanks over to C and some tanks over to B. Squirrel will have no trouble at all in getting C. And yes, he will get C. We'll get the cap lead for ICT. Oh, TDR, quite aggressive. And the IS7 there, is he able to put a shot onto Handsome? Handsome might... Oh. We're seeing shots been fired onto Squilla. So good start for Nomad. And C will be captured by ICT. ICT have found X4 and Cook may be isolated. Oh, I think this will present a problem for Nomad. Can they hold this? Now the Strift case have successfully pulled back, but in doing so, Nomad have received a couple of hits from ICT. Now Nomad looking to pincer. Big shots onto Handsome. Cocoa missing their shot. Oh my god, he gets ammo-wrecked by Captain Low. Oh, this has gone from bad to worse for Nomad, and I don't think they are able to make a comeback here. I think they will try their best to focus on the next one, and IST should be getting this win quite comfortably. They have pulled off more than 4k hit points of advantage. TDR is not going to last for long. Down to a 3-shot potentially. Edge is also quite low. And Handsome takes out TDR. Oh, good shots onto Spectre from ICT's forces. It is all over, unfortunately. Good shot onto Coke. Edge is out. Spectre's out. One shot. Gets taken out by Handsome. It's a 7 versus 3 now. It's a complete dominant performance by ICT. They don't really need to focus fire now. Simply too many hit points to contend with. And Coke is out of the fight. Now she gets taken out by fire. And ICT are looking for X4 Optimist is the last person standing. Well done to ICT. That Abarak surely helped them. And Nomad. We focus on the next battle. The scoreline will now be 3-2. ICT can potentially make a reverse sweep. And Optimist is out. Alright. 50 people watching, thank you very much. 3-2 is the scoreline. Nomad, 60 TP, getting ammo racks and missing the first shot, doing 0 damage in the end. Didn't help matters at all. The Strift Ks were very aggressive from Nomad, but Ice did really well to shut those tanks down, so that Nomad took a lot of hits when Ice-T making the initial pressure. Ice-T 5 tanks doing more than 2k, and we're going to the 6th battle of the night. And if ICT are able to win the next one, they will bring it to a tiebreaker, and we all love a tiebreaker, don't we? And will we see a second reverse sweep after a team and has been leading 3-1, and no matches have finished yet. ICT are now going for quadruple strip Ks, potentially double VKs, and a Super Conquerors. A Super Conqueror. No, Captain Low will take a 215B. Type will take the 72. Nomad will take triple strip Ks on the Object 777, and the 215B with Ash in an MLE and Optimist, potentially in the MLE as well. He's going to take the MLE, and let's see where both these are going to go here. There we go. I still have the energy for this one. And for a tiebreaker if there is one. But no bad from the south. ICT from the north. Red team will be going for the middle side, and ICT actually sending a lot of tanks over to C. They're looking to get C right at the start, to give them the cap lead. Well, actually, Nomad are not going for middle. They're going for the AB carrier, and not a lot of IC tanks are positioned there. Nomad are treading carefully. C will be captured by Squilla. Type tries to put a shot, but it does not hit anything. And now the ammo is across. Good shots onto Type 251, but there are lots of misses and bounces here. Will Nomad push through? Will Nomad push through? That could be a good opportunity for them to push through. Good shots on the Type 251. But they don't have all the information. They don't have the light time to spot. So for them, they are pretty much gambling here. But this gamble could pay off well. But if they keep on, but if they stop, that would not help, because now ICTF now come in to support the team, and Type 251. Hit points still in favor of Nomad, but they've already dropped a couple of hit points, and they might find TDR isolated. Oh, this is going to be close. Very, very close. Cocoa and X4 are still really healthy, and Nomad's initial push have worn off, and TDR is pretty much isolated. I think ICT are looking for TDR here. TDR is not going to survive alone. Nomad needs to do something. TDR is not going to survive this, and hit points are now in favor of ICT. TDR, can he put another shot? Good shot to Type 251, but TDR will be taken out by Lauji. Optimus is down to 770 hit points, and it's going very well for ICT as they have big shots onto rename user. Optimus one shot. Can he survive? Now Ash and Coke are forced to stay alive and try to coordinate with the tanks in the middle. But they are not going to. They are going to be outnumbered, and the tanks in the middle are trying their best to shut down the middle side. But I'm afraid we are going to be seeing a tiebreaker here. ICT doing a good job in eyes of the tanks and hit point push sharing, and that's going to say Nomad tried really hard in hit point push sharing. There are lots of one shots. Handsome is out, Squilla is out, Coke I think misses the shot, but he will get Arena user out of the way. 6 versus 4. I might have stepped way too early. Nomad are looking for a comeback here. Oh, I don't know if we could see a tiebreaker. X4 took a big shot, but it will be Lao Coco that takes out Lao Mi. Oh no, Optimus is out. It's now a 4 versus 3. Hit points are now neck and neck again. Coke. Oh dear, Coke is going to be huge. It's going to be crucial. I'm going to follow Coke for a moment here. At the same time, Captain Low is going for the middle side. Yes, more hit points. But there are lots of one-shots for Nomad. Will Nomad go for C? They're not going for C just yet. They hope to take out Captain Low first. Spectre's going to go in here. He's going to put a good shot onto Captain Low. Captain Low shot and bounced. And now Cocoa misses the shot, I think. Cinco puts a good shot to Captain Low. Spectre drops a reactive armor. And Captain Low is out. And this is going to be a signal for Nomad to get C. But Nomad's not going to get C for now. They need C. They need C. ICT have C. They need to realize this. They need that cap. Oh, that was not a good shot onto Lauji by Spectre. Cook's going to pull back for now. Oh, Lauji gets killed by Spectre. It's now 4 versus 1. Nomad made a tremendous comeback here. And we're not going to see a tiebreaker. I think it's a 4-2 win. And Nomad will not get say. But it's more of a security thing. More of a fail-safe rather than a must. And Nomad got all 7 tanks out. Which means Nomad are still in the running for a top 4. But we don't know the result of ICD versus EVG yet. But well done to Nomad. I thought they were out of the fight when they were down by more than 3k hit points. And just again, is it the focus fire from ICT that is the issue? I don't exactly know. But what I can say is that both teams done really well in the hit point pool sharing. Focus fire might be the issue for ICT, but it's not to say Nomad's focus fire is like totally much better. It's neck and neck. It's neck and neck, and Nomad were able to get a one-shot out in the late game stage, which gave them a crucial gun advantage, and I think that is enough for them to win. 4-2 in favor of Nomad. Well done to Nomad, and although they lost to ID 3-4, they just have to hope now. They just have to hope that ID will not win against CVG. And let's take a look at the results. Alright, we now have the results. RISQ 4-1 against GV, and RN 4-2 against Etus, which means we're waiting for the result of ID versus EVG. That will go to a tiebreaker, probably. And that means RISQ and RN will head off tonight with 8 round wins. Firmly in the top 4. Coming to the last to the next 2 days, provided that EVG do not win against ID. They just have to win the next fixture in order to win, in order to qualify. And well done to both RNI and RISQ, and ICT, ID, GV, EVG, and potentially Nomad are still in the running for the top for the top 4. Well, actually, Nomad could still be in the top 4 because ICT only have 7 round wins, so if ICT managed to lose the remaining fixtures, then we could see Nomad overtaking ICT, actually. So Nomad, whatever happens, if ID win, then they're in trouble. But if ID do not win, then that's good for them. Let me reload. Oh, more than 60. Thank you. Very good viewership tonight. Thank you very much. They're still playing. I'm going to play a battle on the EU server, because I'll be following Bluff tonight. And Bluff have some really crucial bashers. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and I'll make sure my commentary is going to be 100%. I might have a bar of chocolate on the EU server instead then. Because they are going to play against RBMK first, if I remember correctly. And the next one, let me double check what plan they're facing. It will be Alpha. It will not be Alpha, it will be Rejects. So yeah, they are all really important battles. So let me play in the light tank before we head off. Now I'll play in the Sheridan.
Time to roll out.
Get a couple spots. Ooh.
Enemy armor is hit.
No. Oh. So we're probably going to lose. Hey, are we? Object. 84 is there. Can I get B? Maybe I can. Maybe I cannot, so I'm going to run away. Because I'll be right out in the open. Oh, they're pushing.
Penetration.
Goodbye. 60 TP. I know you're here. Let's go for that. They're just isolating themselves from the rest of the team.
Enemy armor is hit.
I should be able to kill that tank out.
Enemy
Not
armor
really.
is damaged.
It's a low row. Run away. Don't want to get shot by the T-57 heavy. Well, I can just flank from behind. Can I? Ah, we got it. Yeah, should be a win. I don't think I've done enough to get mastery. Oh, we lost a tank. Oh, what was that? Oh, wow.
Enemy armor destroyed.
Right. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, definitely not a mastery. Don't think I will be able to do enough. There we go.
Enemy armor is damaged. We've damaged them.
Yeah, you're right. Good damage, but I don't think it will be a mastery. Well, Nomad also won against E2, so that statement's not quite correct by 48. But it also went really close against Team ID. Second class. For 4.7k, why? Oh my god. So let's see with results for IND versus EVG. That was so loud. Come on, can wargaming just not have those things like that loud? It was a jump scare. This game is not meant to be a scary game. I have unmuted that now. But yeah, wargaming needs to fix that. And no, there's a setting that you could toggle to reduce the volume, but it was so loud. Alright, let me see the results of ID versus DBG. Who will win? And this goes to, oh, they are still playing. Okay, so we can play another battle. And now I'm going for the bad chat. I want to play in the bad chat.
Let's get this show on the road.
Ah, come on.
Penetration. We've damaged them.
Ooh. Move down. Oh my god. I hurt my track.
We didn't penetrate their
Oh,
armor.
what was that? I'm just going to reload.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Okay. Run. Oh, maybe I have shots here.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh. Alright, so let's deal with the heavies over here.
We're
Oh,
immobilized.
come on.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged. And what
Ah.
else?
Great. Now the Force. Oh, there you go.
Enemy armor is hit.
Nope, they're aiming at me. Ah, they're definitely aiming at me. Or maybe not. No.
Gotcha.
Ooh, big shots.
Enemy vehicle is
And where is the final tank? Object 84. I don't want to reload. Just I don't want to reload. I think they might be low. Oh, they're there. They're not low at all. But now they're low. Oh, come on, what's that shot?
penetration.
What's the shot? 3k. I'm happy with that. Oh, that was a miss. Great job, team. Fuck you, oh, there, you can't get code. You can't get a code. Right, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a good end to the stream, hopefully. Let's say the results. The result. ID won EBG 4-3. Well done to ID. They won 2 tiebreakers, and that was gutting defeat for EBG. But that means now GB, EBG are 2 round wins away from the top 4. It does look like the top 4 for the APAC server are almost decided. But ID will face GB. Well, let's take a look at the GB remaining matches. They will face against ID tomorrow, and then EBG, and then Nomad. So actually, I think there is a good chance for GB to make a comeback, and then maybe this is what I will be following tomorrow. However, if ICT and ID win their matches tomorrow, then whatever happens in whatever happens, they will not matter. So let's see if ICT and ID will win. That's probably what I'm going to be following tomorrow. ID, GB, and GB versus EBG. So that's all for me tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you 2 days after on the APAC server if you're watching the server. Of course, tonight I'll be following the EU server following Bluff. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.